Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Awesome.
Okay. Welcome. Happy new month. That's what it was called first before it was called the new moon. It's called the new month. Kind of came up so quick. But we had done the Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread and the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Now here we are in the new month, which they entitled the new moon, but it should be the new month. That's what it was initially called in Hebrew, the new month. Everybody all right? And glad to see everybody here representing. All praise and glory to the Most High. So, since we starting a little late, I want to are you there, Yashamai? Okay. Well, we're gonna go into some scriptures today. Like I say, happy Feast of New Moon with Shield of Wisdom. So we're gonna go into some scriptures of joy, because most of the time you're coming with the opposition of joy, which is really, in essence, when you read the Bible, that's mostly what you see. No doubt about it. So we're gonna start with Colossians 3:17. We can have that. Let's see. I need a bit more light. Can you read that for me?
Yeah, Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all Basham Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Give thanks to the Most High and the Father Basham Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
Right. So all that we say and do is gonna be in the name of the Lord and Savior, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. That's why he said that's how we reach the Most High. No man come to the Father but by him. And he's saying it with no New Testament existing. They only have the law and the prophets. So it's very important to look at that, because a lot of things that you see in the New Testament is giving us understanding of what we had to go by when they only had the law and the prophets in reading the New Testament as we are. They lived the New Testament. So as they were scribing, all they had was the law and the prophets to deal with. So you have to look at the New Testament as something that is giving us understanding of how we operated from Adam all the way through the prophets. You understand? From the beginning all the way through the prophets. So I want you to get Psalms, the 30th chapter. Like I said, we're going to look at some rejoicing and joy tonight, since it is a happy feast of the new moon or the new month. Let's read Job, the 30th chapter in the 5th verse. Listen.
Do you want Job or Psalm?
No, Psalms, Salaki. I said Job, Psalms 30 and 5. You know what that's saying?
It's the book of Psalms 30 and 5. For his anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
That's right. It says, for his anger, Yasharallah, endure but for a moment. Because when you look at the Most High, One day is like 1,000 years to the Most High. 1,000 years like unto one day to the Most High. So for his anger endure but for a moment. In his favor is life. In his favor is that life is everlasting life that's promised to we, the children of Israel. Weeping may endure for a night. What do you say? But joy cometh in the morning. And that's when the day comes, when the Mashiach Shai come to bring forth the day forever and ever and ever, because we in gross darkness right now, gross ignorance, in the latter end of the Greco-Roman Empire, but look at Psalm 30 and 5. I mean,
Psalms 30 and
Khan, look what it said.
Psalms 30 and 5. For his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor is light.
No. Job 30 and 5.
Oh, Job 30 and 5.
Khan.
Job
That's what I
30
call
and
first.
5.
So a lot of times I call out different things. Let's go there. Let's see what it says.
Khan. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief.
You that? Hey, see that? His anger endureth but for a moment, and his favor is life, right? That life is promised to us, that everlasting life. We keep his commandments and do what he say do, his laws. Weeping may endure for a night, yeah, but joy cometh in the morning, And we had a period of time where we got an opportunity to, not have to deal with the oppressor. This is what it's talking about here. Job 30 and 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, because they stole everything that they have today. Mostly everything. Read? Letting you know who it is. Read?
Verse 6. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
Hey, to dwell in the city, the clefts of the valleys and caves of the earth. When you look at Mount Seir, you look at the Caucasus Mountains range, you'll see that these are the places where the Edomites were driven as, the Caucasus Mountains. Mosai gave them the land of Mount Seir. Mount, M-O-U-N-T, means mountain, so like he's saying, his anger endured for a moment. He using them against us when we broke his law, statute, commandments. Hey, in his favor, only way we will get that favor is to do what he say do what the Most High say do, and keeping his commandments, his laws, to have this everlasting life. So weeping may endure for a night, yeah, because we were under oppression of the enemies or the Edomites at this time. While he's talking about them here in Job 30, I'm just going there because it came out in the spirit first. It says, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and caves of the earth. They're the cavemen. They came from the Caucasus Mountains between the Black and Caspian Sea in South Georgia, Russia. It said they cried out to them as a thief. Like I said, you got to show what they got that they didn't really, that's like right now. They talking about, remember, they was talking about making the Gaza Strip a big casino area. Come on. Read.
Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Right, so it's telling you among the bushes they brayed like a donkey. Yeah. Under the nettles they were gathered together. That's what they were eating for. Juniper roots they were eating for their meat, their food. They say they were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. When you look up Caucasian, it says Caucasoid. It says other pertaining to the Caucasus mountain range. It says Caucasoid. Caucasoid, it says in the Webster Unabridged Encyclopedia Dictionary, it says Caucasoid says a member of a subspecies of mankind. So children of base men below everyone else, they were viler than the earth, it says, So just knowing that he's telling us his anger endures just for a moment. He said, in his favor is life. We're going to have everlasting life. That's what's promised to us. All we have to do is learn, live, and apply what it takes to be able to receive everlasting life from the Most High. As the Mashiach judge everyone. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. That's right. Give me Psalms 103. Psalms 103 and 6. When you understand that the Most High is ordaining everything, and it's only ordained because we caused it. The only reason why they in power because we allowed them to be in power because we broke the laws of the Most High. He told our ancestors what he was going to do. Like we know, at least I know, the future from what the scripture says, and we see these prophecies manifest right in our face. That's why we could be happy, man, because we got next forever and ever and never. Khan? Yeah. Psalms 103 and 6.
Psalms 103 and 6. The Most High executed righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed.
See that? The Most High executed righteousness. We can't get past that. The Most High executes righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. You hear that? And what's righteousness? So we in Psalms, go to Psalms 119, 172. Get that one, since we right here. The definition of righteousness.
Psalms 119, 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness.
You can't get by that. You see it in the Old, the New, the Apocrypha. The commandments and the laws that the Most High wrote with his finger is righteousness. So he says, the Most High executed righteousness, which is keeping of the Most High's laws. He gonna execute this. And Mashiach Yahushua, when he come back to judge and make war, according to the laws of the Most High, according to the commandments of the Most High. The Most High executes righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. You hear that? And judgment for all that are oppressed, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7. He made known his ways unto Moses, his acts unto the children of Israel.
Can't get no clearer than that. He made known his ways, which is righteousness, which is his laws and commandments, to Moses. His acts unto the children of Israel. Did it say anybody else? No. It said to the children of Israel. Go ahead. We, the 12 tribes of Israel, who is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Every last Israelite should know how to say the 12 tribes. Our nation. We ain't no community. We not no organization. We ain't no group. None of that. We're one nation. 12 tribes that make up one nation. Everybody should be able to say, if you say you're an Israelite, you should know every last tribe, by heart. Just like that. That's our nation. And when we identify ourselves as a nation, I hear brothers say, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, and, et cetera, et cetera. No. Name all 12 tribes. Because that's who we are. And somebody say they part of Israelite, they got to be one of them tribes. He said it. What did he say? He said, verse 7 said what? He made known his ways unto Moses. What else did it say? His acts unto the children of Israel. That's the 12 tribes. At that time we had Dan, so we had 13 tribes. Overstand this. But you should know all the tribes, man, by heart. Just to say them, just practice it. Just know them tribes, man. Read.
The whole book of Acts.
Kind.
It said his acts unto the children of Israel. That's a cut to Christians who think, that's anything in there is written to them. No. Other than the children of Israel.
Well, they don't deal with the Old Testament law anyway. That's the law. He's talking about the law. They say we ain't under the law no ways. They ain't going there what Moses talking about, Harley. I never hear them go there. They go to the tithing. Will a man rob God? They gonna go to that. We ain't under the law, but that's a law that they try and bring about. But go ahead.
Verse 8. The Most High is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy.
You know that? The Most High is merciful. That mercy is not getting something that you do deserve to get. And that grace is getting something that you don't deserve to get. I like that because they say we're not under the law in these Christian sanity institutions or whatever you want to call them. You know, they say we're not under the law, but we're under grace. So they're saying that you don't have to keep the commandments of the Most High. You got to keep the laws of the Most High, but he got to give them whatever they don't deserve to get. Think about it. They praying. They praying to the Most High for whatever they want. And the Most High is supposed to give them, you know, because grace is getting something you don't deserve to get. Right? Think about that. They praying to the Most High, telling him, I don't have to do what you say do. Even though he wrote the laws for this. Come on, think about this, y'all. You know, I'm analytical think. I try and get people to think. I wish you would think more because you think it took 40 days and 40 nights for Moses to be on his, in the mountain with the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua and the angels to give 10 commandments. To give 10 commandments. 40 days and 40 nights. To give Moses 10 commandments. Come on now. He gave them moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. 5 sets of laws, man. 613 commandments. 613 laws. Understand, overstand this. For man, woman, and children. Straight up. Beasts, all everything, you name it. He covered everything. But, you know, everybody want to just cancel him out. But he's not going to be canceled out, y'all. Read on.
Verse 9.
Hold on. Let me deal with it. The Most High is merciful, meaning not getting something you do deserve to get, and gracious, meaning you getting something you don't deserve to get, because mercy is not getting something that you should get, you're supposed to get, and grace is getting something that you don't, you know, deserve. And it says slow to anger. Slow to anger. So for him to be angry, and he's slow to anger, we had to do a lot. You know, like sometimes, you know, you be like giving your child mercy, they keep doing the same thing. That's, you know, man, you slow to anger. But next thing you know, when they keep doing the same thing over and over again, and hey, that's what we did. We kept sinning and sinning and sinning. You know, hey, okay, I tell you what, you got your goat, I got my goat, let's go do this lick. And we doing wickedness. You know, Most High didn't want us to do that. We require a sign. That's why he gave us this sacrificial laws, you know. But we went above and over the call of duty, man. He wants us to be obedient. Like right now, you shouldn't have to be repenting because you shouldn't be doing wicked stuff, wicked things. That's what he wants to be obedient. Con? I mean, yeah. Simple as that. He said, and plenteous, hear that? And plenteous in mercy. That means not getting something we do deserve to get. And what if he was like, okay, I'm going to tear your butt up every time we did something wrong. And we got a judgment. Every time we did something wrong. He just dealt with us. He didn't. All praise him. So that's why we can rejoice about our power that you're reading about. Read.
Verse 9. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever.
Hear that? He will not always chide, man. He ain't gonna always be going back and forth with us, man. Say, neither will he keep his anger forever. It's just a dispensation of time that he's gonna be that way, man. Read.
Not dealt with us after our sins.
Read that again.
He have not dealt with us after our sins.
You hear what that said? He said, he have not dealt with us after our sins. Think about it. He didn't deal with us, and he's still not dealing with us after our sins. Read.
Nor rewarded us according to our iniquities.
Hear that? Nor rewarded us for our iniquities. Us, we doing wrong before him. That's love, man. That's a lot of compassion that he had for us. He have not dealt with us after our sins. You know, they say the law of sin and death. Some sins was put you to death. And especially now when we have this grace and mercy that's to the Israelites only. Anybody want to challenge that? I can show you. It's only to the Israelites. The grace and mercy is only to the Israelites, no one else. Because we the ones that was given the laws and the commandments to follow. Go ahead.
Verse 11. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him.
You that? For as the heaven is high above the earth, when you look up in the sky, so great is his mercy. And mercy is not getting something that you do deserve to get toward them that fear him. Now, you don't fear the Most High. You're not afraid. You ain't scared of him. And when you're afraid and you're scared of him, you're going to do what he say do, because you know there's a judgment that he can send right on you at any time. You know, he long suffering, like you said. He ain't going to be angry all the time. But at the time that he's angry, he come for you. He send them angels, them angels that are spirits of vengeance upon you. Man, you're going to wake up then. Bet you that. That's guaranteed. But hey, we can joy and have joy that the fact that the Most High is saying what he's saying. Whereas the heaven is high above the earth. They can't even measure the sky. He says, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. Everybody don't fear him. Most people don't even talk about him personally. They talking about Israelites or Gentiles or this, that, and the third, or what they doing over here, what's happening in the world, this, that, and the third. Anybody really talk about the Most High? Enough, I'd say. I'm talking about he by himself. Read on. Listen.
Verse 12. As far as the east is from the west, so far have he removed our transgressions from us.
Man, can you look at this? The east where? Way over there in the Middle East, way over there in Asia, way over there in China, all the way to the east over here. Come on, to the west. Come on. He said, as far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. Those that fear the Most High. Everybody don't fear him. Most people been taught you don't have to fear him. But you fear him. He said, hey man, come on. As far as the east is from the west, as far as you can go as far as west as you can, all the way as far east as you can go. He said that's how much he have removed our transgression, our sins from us, man. That's love. That's real love right there. Because he could have just destroyed us. He said, he told Moses, I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. Didn't he? He told John the Baptist, I'll make some stones be my people. I'll raise up some rocks. Come on. That's what he's saying. But he showed compassion and love and mercy for those that fear him. It's very important, man. Let nobody tell you any different. Read on.
Verse 13. Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Most High pitieth them that fear him.
And this is very important. Like a father pitieth his children, so does the Most High pitieth them that fear him, that's afraid and scared of him and respect him highly because you know who he is. You know what he'll do. You've seen what he's done. You got to know him, though. Everybody don't fear him. Everybody not afraid of him. Most people are just dealing with whatever they're dealing with and, you know, just asking them to bless them for whatever they want in their prayers. That's it. But as far as just talk about him and really exalting him, praising him, I don't see it. I don't hear it that much. Verse 14.
Verse 14. For he knoweth our frame. He remembereth that we are dust.
Hear that? Well, he knoweth our frame. He know these mortal bodies we in. He said he remembereth that we are what? Dust, man. You hear that? It's for all you prideful people out there. All you that think you all that. He said, we ain't nothing. He remembered that we ain't nothing but dust. That should be humbling to you. Jump to verse 17. We ain't nothing but dirt. That's where we come from. That's where we go back to. Read.
Verse 17. But the mercy of the Most High is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children.
Hear that? But the mercy of the Most High is from everlasting to everlasting, man. What is that? Everlasting to everlasting. I mean, we try to reach everlasting life. He said from everlasting to everlasting. What is that? Upon them that fear him. That have to be the ultimate everlasting, man. Beyond us making it to the kingdom, right there. From everlasting to everlasting. But the mercy of the Most High, mercy, like I said, is not getting something you do deserve to get. He's not giving us what we deserve to get. Like he said, he have removed our transgressions from us. When you fear him, and to fear him, you got to talk about him. You got to be about him. This ain't just some words that you're saying. You got to be sincere in your spirit beyond, because Israel ain't going to save us. And we can look at Israel all we want to. Ain't no man going to save us. Point blank. And whoever that is, the Most High going to reveal it in his time. Say, but the mercy of not getting something we do deserve of the Most High is from everlasting to everlasting. Man, how long is that? Upon them that fear him. It's very important. Because most people are taught you don't have to fear the Most High. And being they'll be out of here because they don't want to hear that. They ain't got to fear nothing. Let them say it. You better fear the Most High, I tell you that. That's the only person you're supposed to fear. Entity you're supposed to fear. And his righteousness, do we find righteousness? We got new people that's coming in. Let's define righteousness again. Unto children's children. You understand? So if his righteousness is to children's children, then we got to look at righteousness again. Make sure we understand that. Because righteousness is not being brought about in this world right now. That's why we can you can have joy in the fact that you are called and you can see what you see. You're privileged in this vocation that we are caught up in, which is a job that he's given us that we can really, really be thankful that he even, thought enough to call us, man. I can't say we're chosen, but I know that he's called us. Read that.
It's the book of Psalms 119, 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness.
So you see, the commandments, doing the commandments make you righteous. So we saying the righteousness represent the commandments of the Most High. Doing the commandments, the laws of the Most High. Because Most High got a problem with this place. Get Hosea 4:1. That's why we got to be joyful for the fact that we're called and appreciate that the Most High has removed our transgressions from us. When you fear the Most High, when you really look at how sincerely you are believing in him, rather than just, and it's more than just saying something, being written in the books. Or they just perpetrating, they just following nothing but you could be a robot T in this truth. Just saying whatever somebody's saying, but you don't feel it inside, point blank. How is it real? He know, the angels know. Mashiach Yahushua definitely know. Read.
Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Most High, ye children of Israel.
Hear what the Most High have to say. Go ahead.
For the Most High have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
The Most High got a controversy with the people that's living in this land. Why?
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land.
That's serious, man. That's why you have to have joy and rejoice for the fact of The Most High have a controversy. With who? The people in the land. He talking to us. You know, he said he got a controversy. Who are you talking to? The children of Israel. But the Most High has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Why? Because there is no truth. What's the truth? We know what the truth is. Class, Psalms 119, 142. Let's sing it together. Thy righteousness is an everlasting
righteousness,
and thy law
and thy law
is the truth.
is the truth.
See? That's the truth. The laws, the commandments of the Most High, because you know most Christian insanity religions are not teaching that we kind of keep the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws, and the knowing of the sacrificial laws. How much outside the ultimate sacrifice. But most people are not teaching those 4 sets of laws that we can follow. Right now, we're doing it. So this is what most have a problem with. Get Jeremiah 25:30. Jeremiah 25:30. That's why we can rejoice, man, and be happy for the fact that the Most High has at least called us out of this gross darkness that most people in, man. It's crazy. Read.
Jeremiah 25:30.
Y'all better hear what he's saying. Really say.
Therefore, prophesy thou against them all these words.
Yeah, prophesy. Tell them all these words. Go ahead.
And say unto them, the Most High shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth.
You hear that?
Ooh.
Most I say, he's going to prophesy. God prophesied. Tell the future. Most High shall roar from on high, man. And utter his voice from his holy habitation. His voice is thunder. What kind of thunder you think this going to be? Telling you mighty macho men thinking that you all that. Remember when we came to the edge of the mountain? When the Most High came down in thunder, we need to look at what happened so you know. He said, hey, he shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes, stomping on grapes, against all the inhabitants of the earth. Read. Better fear the Most High. Read, verse 31. It said, a noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. That's where we at, y'all. We in the ends of the earth. He said, a noise going to come from the ends of the earth. But the Most High has a controversy with the nations. You hear that? The Most High has a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword. You hear that? You think it's not important to keep his commandments and his laws? He said, go give them that are wicked to the sword, said the Most High. Thus say the power of hosts, power of army of angels. He said, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation. This prophecy of the future, what we see right now. He said, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind, like a tornado, like a hurricane, shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. How you gonna stop this? What's your method of stopping a hurricane? He said a whirlwind with a tornado inside of it, a hurricane with a tornado inside of it. He said a great whirlwind beyond anything we can imagine. From the Most High? Are you serious? Put a limitation on him. He said a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Oh yeah, we got water, we got the Atlantic Ocean on the east coast, you got the Pacific Ocean out here on the west coast. Matter of fact, they're talking about hurricane like that's forming itself in the Pacific Ocean right now. Talking about it's gonna hit LA, could. Then I think they said the second or third day. Next week you're talking about rain. So we don't know what we into. And the slaying of the Most High, when this happened, shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. You hear that? And the slaying of the Most High shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, and nobody will be crying over them, neither gathered, and they're going to be gathering the bodies, nor buried, they're going to bury the bodies. They shall be dung upon the ground. You hear that? That's why we have to fear the Most High. That's why we have to do what he say do. Bing, bing, bing. The joy left. The joy left. Everybody leaving. Boo, boo. I don't want to hear that. Read on. Can you read out?
Yeah, I was on mute. I was reading.
Verse 34.
Verse 34. How, ye shepherds, and cry, and wallow yourselves in the ashes, ye principal of the flock. For the days of your slaughter and of your dispersions are accomplished, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel.
You know that? He said, how you shepherds? These are leaders of these churches and so forth, these congregations, man, that's dealing with Christian insanity, all these institutions that's not dealing with what the Bible is talking about. They're not bringing it to the people. That's what I say, how you shepherds, you leaders of these churches, these congregations, and cry and wallow yourself in the ashes. That's at a low degree. That's humility. You principle of the flock. Who the principle of the flock if it's not these leaders of these mega churches that have our people lost in gross darkness, gross ignorance? For the days of your slaughter, you better hear what he's saying. The days of your slaughter and your dispersions are accomplished, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel, he's telling you. Go ahead.
Verse 35. And the shepherds shall have no way to flee, nor the principal of the flock to escape.
You know what he's saying? He said, you ain't gonna have nowhere to run. You know, you done prayed that you don't see me, spirit, but so long, Most High see everything. His eye is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. That's why we can rejoice in the fact that he called us. He haven't called them. That's why he's talking about these shepherds, the same ones that was said, crucify Mashiach Yahushua, let his blood be on us and on our children. You know, and they back here again now. Say whatever. Because nobody's complaining about the fact that the so-called white man set up a Mashiach Yahushua as a so-called white man. I'm talking about us as Israelites, so-called shepherds, supposed to be over the flock, the sheep of the Most High, that's not saying anything. You know, they're not bashing that. That's why it says, and the shepherds shall have no way to flee. They're going to have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nor the principle of the flock to escape. You ain't going to escape this. He's telling you. That's why you should be coming back, trying to learn what it is that we're teaching. Everybody need to be coming to class. Read.
Voice of the cry of the shepherds and an howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard. For the Most High have spoiled their pasture.
You hear that? That's the congregation, man. A voice of the cry of the shepherds. You ain't heard nothing yet. They was crying when COVID hit. Oh, we're losing the money. They couldn't come into the church to get their tithes and all that. Oh, we're losing money. Oh, what we gonna do? You know, they didn't know how long that was gonna last. But you hear the cry, but it's just a special cry here. The voice of the cry of the shepherds, these leaders, man, that's leading our people astray. And an howling of the principle of the flock, that's the leaders of our people, shall be heard. For the Most High has spoiled their pasture, robbed their pasture, man, made their congregation realize that they've been spoiled, they've been lied to. Read.
And the peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fierce anger of the Most High.
You better fear the Most High. You know what it said? Your peaceable, your comfort zone of where you live at and your habitation of your congregation, your mega churches and so forth, or you don't have mega churches that's following those that have mega churches that's going to be led astray and have been led astray. Your brain been polluted and not really knowing what this Bible is talking about. He's talking about you. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Same way it was back then, the same way we dealing with here, only a different day and time. And the peaceful habitations are cut down. You're going to take everything you got because of the fierce anger of the Most High. Take it or leave it. That's what's being said, man. Read on.
Verse
But see,
38.
let me say this, because y'all got this tie with our oppressor, and you think because you got the 501c3s, you got all these things that you tied in with the system, and you got to represent, a certain way. Look what the Most High say, read.
Verse 38. He hath forsaken his covert as the lion, for their land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor.
You hear that?
And
Go ahead.
And because of his fierce anger.
Man, he gonna have them come after you. Remember, see what the problem is. Our people think that they got a pass because of the fact of what they see and how they operating in this world without knowing these prophecies. See, most preachers not dealing with no prophecies. That's why I say he had forsaken his covert. For real, for real. He's telling you. He left his lair. It says, as the lion, for their land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor. Meaning, just like he took our land, the oppressor took our land, he's going to take what you have. That's what he's talking about. And because of his fierce anger, because you have done wrong in Jeremiah 23:1 and 2. Read that. Like I say, we can rejoice for the fact of that don't apply to us in dealing with bringing forth this truth in these last days, man. Understand that, read.
Jeremiah 23:1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
He's telling you.
Saith the Most High.
Who said it?
Saith the Most High.
He said, woe be destruction to you pastors that have destroyed and scattered the sheep of his flocks, man. That's the children of Israel, who we are, the 12 tribes of Israel. He sent destruction to you. That's why we can rejoice that it's not talking about us. They're called. He ain't called them. That's why I say he's going to destroy them. They need to sit down and learn what it is that we are teaching as Israelites. Everybody got to sit down and come to class and learn. Point blank. Read.
For thus saith the Most High power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit you, Slakia. I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Most High.
I mean, you can't get no clearer than that, man. He said, you scattered his sheep, the children of Israel. You mean to tell me over 30-something years, no, 40-something, 40 years, they have never heard us teaching that we're the Israelites, that the Most High is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That Mashiach said in Matthew 15:24, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel in the New Testament. He said in John 4:22, you worship you know not what? We know it. We worship for salvation is of the Jews. They ain't heard that? They got certain scriptures they got people programmed to say. They don't read the whole thing. They got the first thing they say is what? You read out of context. Well, they read things out of context point blank. That's why I call it crisp insanity. Because if you don't change, you don't really come and learn what we're teaching as Israelites, the true leaders of this world, according to this Bible, hey, you're going to have this joy that we talk about right now. Believe that. You want it, you better come and learn what we teaching. So the Most High be with you because you fit that category. He said instruction to you. For real. You better enjoy it right now. That's why I say you're going to take away your peaceful habitation, man. This just a warning. We was warned. Our ancestors was warned. But they ain't, it's like, yeah, I can do what I want to do. I'm going to do it like I want to. You enjoy yourself. This is your consolation right now if you don't want to change. Straight up. All you pastors out there that's leading our people astray, he said, woe to you, destruction to you. I didn't say it, the Most High said it. You got to deal with him on that. Go back to Psalms 103, read verse 17 and 18.
Psalms 103:17. But the mercy of the Most High is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him,
Mhm.
and his righteousness unto children's children.
You hear that? But the mercy, I got to reinstate what mercy means. Mercy is not getting something you do deserve to get. It says, but the mercy of the Most High is from everlasting to everlasting. That's deep right there. From everlasting to everlasting. Come on. We trying to reach everlasting, but he say the mercy of the Most High is from everlasting to everlasting. It says, upon them, there's a certain people, a certain group of people that's going to fear the Most High. And I ask people, what does fear the Most High mean? And they don't come up with it to be afraid of him, to be scared of him. That's how they have, I always say you scatter the sheep of the Most High's flock. I mean, you got them scatterbrain. Like they're not brain washed, but their brain is polluted with the way that you have programmed them to think from your cemetery schools. You go in dead, you come out deader. And now you make the people dead because they're in gross darkness, gross ignorance. That's what it is. Or they will be teaching what the Bible is really talking about. I mean, it is what it is. And this righteousness, we define righteousness, keeping the Most High's commandments unto children's children. Are they doing that? No, they're not. The righteousness means the laws and the commandments of the Most High. They're not teaching the children so they can teach their children the Most High's righteousness, the laws and commandments of the Most High that he wrote with his finger. They're not doing that. Read on. Listen.
And his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them.
Here it is, man. To such as keep his covenant. That covenant is very important. Psalms, where we at? Yeah, we right here where it's at. Psalms 105, 8 to 10. Get that. It says to such as keep his covenant. That contract, that agreement that he had with the 12 tribes of Israel, and to those that remember his commandments. Remember his commandments, that means just in your mind, but you got to do them. He said you got to do them. You got to keep the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws, like we're doing as Israelites. If you don't know, you got to come and learn. Straight up. You don't, you can, on your own, you can go on my page. If you hear, you can go to Priest Awam, Thahwam. It's very important that you spell it right because they got Thahwam. There's no Thahwam, Priest Thahwam, so you can't really find it. And look up going over the laws. Just type in going over the laws. Priest Awam, blank, a space, then put going over the laws. And you can start going over the laws in a lot of different ways that you will see that you can go over these laws. No excuse, man. For no one. Psalm 33:21. No, go to Psalms 105, 8 to 10. This is who the covenant for. Just because I heard preachers say covenant's for anybody, everybody's in covenant. No, that's a lie. Without shadow of doubt, you can see the covenant agreement, the contract that the Most High made with somebody. Let's find out who it's with. Let's read it. Without shadow of doubt.
Psalms 105 and 8. He have remembered his covenant forever. the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations.
You know, he had remembered his covenant, that contract, that agreement forever. The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. These are laws and commandments, y'all. That's that covenant that he made with who? Read.
Which covenant he made with Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
Can't get no clearer than that. He made this contract, this agreement with Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel. Straight up. How long? Forever, man. An everlasting covenant. To Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Them 12 tribes, man. That lasts forever, man. That everlasting. We keep seeing that word everlasting, man. He said everlasting to everlasting, whatever that is. I got to look into that. That's deep. He said an everlasting covenant. Psalm 33 and 21. Psalm 33, 21 and 22. Come
Psalms
on.
33 and 21.
Yeah.
For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name.
Hear that? So we got to define heart out. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Understand, overstand this. For it's for our heart. What's the heart? And Shalom, everyone, welcome.
Mark.
Read that. Mark 7:21.
Mark 7:21. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts.
You hear that? He said, from where?
For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts.
So the heart means your thoughts, the way you think, straight up. And California National, whatever it is, what do you want to come on live for? Type something in the text so we can see who you are, what you about. We don't know who you are. We dealing with joy. You don't know nothing about that. Not from the scriptures. Talk to me. It says, go back to Psalm 33, 21, 22. Read that.
Psalms 33:21. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name.
You hear that? It said, our minds. It's what you think, y'all. Our minds shall rejoice in him. You're going to rejoice in the Most High because we have trusted. That means we have faith in his holy name, man. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's one I like to use because that eliminates everybody that's not of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those 12 tribes. You're not of those 12 tribes. He said he's the power of Israel. He's not your power. We trust in his holy name. That's what he said in Exodus 3:15 and Exodus 3:16. The name is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So this is my name forever, the memorial to all generations. Hamashiach identified him as the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Understand this. So that's what I'm going to go with. I like that one. Verse 22.
Verse 22. Let thy mercy, O Most High, be upon us, according as we hope in thee.
That's right, man. Let thy mercy. See, you keep hearing these words, man. Let your mercy, not getting something we do deserve to get, O Most High, be upon us, the children of Israel, according as we hope in thee, as we have faith in the Most High. But you have faith in the Most High just for something that you want. Then what kind of faith is that? Come on. Read on.
I want to go to 34.
Come.
Psalms 34 and 1. I will bless the Most High at all times.
Yeah.
His praise shall continually be in my mouth.
You hear that? We're going to barack Most High power, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. That's why I say praise the Most High. For real, man.
Praise the Most High.
That's right, man. Praise the Most High.
Come, praise the Most High.
Praise the Most High.
Praise the Most High.
Y'all better learn to say praise the Most High.
Praise the Most High.
You know what he said? His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Y'all ain't praising the Most High enough. Read on. Better hear what the word of the Most High telling us. David was a man after the Most High's own mind. What does it say? Read.
It says, my soul shall make her boast in the Most High. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad.
This ain't for everybody. You hear what he said? He said, my soul shall make her boast in the Most High. The humble, that's contrary to being prideful now, shall hear thereof and be glad. Gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy to praise the Most High. You're gonna be happy to rejoice in boasting about him. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, magnify the Most High with me, and let us exalt his name together.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
I sought the Most High, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears.
You say, hey, oh, magnify the Most High with me. Come on. That's why I asked y'all to praise the Most High with me. Everybody not, though. Everybody, some of y'all just about people. I can put it just like it is. Y'all nothing about yourself and about other people. Y'all better understand, man. But he already said what it's going to be in the future. More people going to be about themselves and other people and think that's what this is all about. Y'all better understand, you ain't making it. He the one going to save us. Ain't no people going to save us. Show me what scripture that is. He the one going to redeem us. He the one got to tell Messiah, rise and go and judge and make war. Nobody else. We got to praise him. What he said? He said, oh, magnify the Most High with me, and let us exalt his name together. Come on. It says, I sought the Most High, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Y'all don't want to fear the Most High, but hey, he going to bring fears because we're going to have to deal with Jacob's trouble. Some going to have to deal with it worse than others. But we all got to deal with it. It's going to be there, but it's not necessarily going to be, he's not going to deal with everybody the same way, I'll say. You got to be delivered from all your fears, man. Oh, they got something that they plan to do. It's right in the scriptures. Don't get it twisted. We just dealing with joy tonight, you know, feeling good. Read on.
They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed.
You know that? Looking unto the Most High and were lightened, you know, illuminated. Get Baruch 4, 1 and 2. I mean, we're illuminated. Look unto the Most High. You can't look unto him and don't do what he say do. You got to do what he say do. And were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. Faces were not ashamed. Why? Because you're doing what you're supposed to do to please the Most High. Read that.
That's the book of Baruch 4 and 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever.
Hear that? This is a commandment of the Most High, and the law that endureth how long?
Forever.
But the pork chop eating preachers saying that we not under the law, and we Israelites. We the people of the book. But we're in the grace, and grace is only for the Israelites. Anybody that dispute that, you can be shut down because you don't know the Bible. For real, for real. His law endureth forever. So somebody lying. Because the Bible said the law that the Most High wrote with his finger endureth forever. Read.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
You know, all that keep the laws and the commandments of the Most High shall come to life. That life is everlasting life. Live forever and ever and ever. Go ahead.
But such as leave it
You lead the
shall
commandments.
die.
You lead the commandments. You lead the laws of the Most High. He's telling your verdict for all you that's saying that we not under the law. We under grace. And you're not an Israelite. You're a Gentile, been grafted in and all that madness and crisp insanity. You lead the law. You lead the commandments. Shall what? What's going to happen to him? What's the verdict?
Shall die.
Shall die, it says. That's what the Bible telling us. Read on.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
So that's where you're going to be lightened. You're going to be illuminated by doing what the Most High tell us to do. Keeping his laws and his commandments. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. They ain't going nowhere. He's telling you, you want everlasting life, keep the commandments, keep the laws of the Most High, which are the same. Understand this. For everlasting life, man. If you don't, you leave it, you're going to die. That we read about earlier. Understand this. Read Psalms 34 and 5.
Psalms 34 and 5. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed.
You understand this? We looked upon the Most High and were lightened. How? By doing what he say do, keeping his laws and his commandments. Therefore, you are illuminated. And your face is not going to be ashamed. You're not going to be ashamed for doing what it is that you know you're supposed to be do to please the Most High. Read. Listen.
This poor man cried, and the Most High heard him and saved him out of all his troubles.
Yeah, this poor man that's keeping the commandments of the Most High, this poor man that's keeping the laws of the Most High, cried. And that's the time that the Most High have pity on us. To cry as a man, you have to have humility. You have to be humble before the Most High. He want a broken and contrite spirit, man. Read verse 17. Listen.
Verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Most High heareth, and delivereth them out of all of their troubles.
That's right, man. The righteous, that poor man, that's righteous. That we define righteous as keeping the commandments of the Most High, keeping the laws of the Most High, as we have been commanded. That man that's poor, that's righteous, crying to the Most High, and the Most High hear it and deliver them out of all their troubles. Ain't nothing changing. Read on.
It says, the Most High is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
That's right, man. The Most High is near unto them that are of a broken heart, a broken mind, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit, man. This ain't for everybody. But these are days that are those that are crushed in the spirit, man, that feel sincerely for what it is that we have been through, the fact that what we are going through, and the fact of what we got to go through to make it to the kingdom, man. Read. Listen to what it says, verse 19.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivered him out of them all.
You hear that? Many are the afflictions of the righteous. You hear that? Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Those that keep the commandments of the Most High and the laws of the Most High, that's the righteous. But the Most High, you have faith in him, delivereth them out of them all. All praise to the Most High. Real, man. Look what else happened and helps us. Verse 7.
Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Most High encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
You let the angel of the Most High encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. You that? You fear the Most High, man? These angels that are wherever you are right now, there are angels, invisible angels right there and deliver you. Man, I have so many testimonies, man, to know only the Most High delivered under certain situations that you cannot validate. No man on this earth, no woman, nobody on this earth could validate, knowing that it's only the Most High. All praise to the Most High. For real. The angel of the Most High encampeth round about them that fear him, that's scared of him, that's afraid of him. And to be afraid and scared of him, you're going to do what he say do. Point blank. And that's his laws, statutes, and commandments that just say we not under. And deliver them, see? Come on, verse 8 and 9.
Verse 8. Oh, taste and see that the Most High is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
That? Oh, taste and see that the Most High is good. He's the only one good. Masha was saying, he said, hey, good teacher. He said, hey, ain't nobody, don't call me good. He saw that in Matthew 19:16 down. He said, hey, ain't nobody good but the Most High. Here it is right here. Oh, taste and see that the Most High is good. Blessed is the man that trusts. That trust is having faith in him. Straight up. Go ahead.
Oh, fear the Most High, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him.
You know, oh, fear the Most, and you have that much faith, man. Oh, fear the Most High, ye his saints, the children of Israel. Psalms 148:14 all day long defines who the saints are. You know, that's who we are. For there is no want to them that fear him. This is serious. You got to fear him. And no want for those that fear him. Give me Psalm 48 and 1.
Psalms 48 and 1. Great is the Most High, and greatly to be praised in the city of our power, in the mountain of his holiness.
That's right, man. Great is the Most High, and greatly to be praised. All praise to the Most High. Y'all better stop saying all praises. You know what it said? Great is the Most High, and greatly to be praised in the city of our power, in the mountain of his holiness, man. This Zion, y'all. Read.
Verse 2. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great king.
You know that? That's the Zion concerning the city. Zion. You see? Zion is that great city. Mount Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great king. That's what it is, y'all. Because you look at Zion, you know, we got to look at it for what it is, the city that the Most High love, and it's also the children of Israel. Verse 8.
Psalms 48 and 8. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Most High power of hosts, in the city of our power. The Most High will establish it forever.
Right, man. That's what it is, man. He letting us know, man. We have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Most High, our power army of angels, that's the host, y'all, in the city of our power, which is Mount Zion, is Zion. The Most High will establish it, how long? Forever. Straight up. Give me Psalm 87 and 2. Psalm 87 and 2.
Psalms 87 and 2. The Most High loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Yahweh.
That's right, man. The Most High loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob, man. That's what he loved. He loved that city of Zion, man. Read.
Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of the Most High.
That's right, man. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of the Most High, Zion. That's the city of the Most High, y'all. Verse 5.
Verse 5. And of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born in her, and the highest himself shall establish her.
Forever and ever and ever. This they say, and of Zion it shall be said, this is that man was born in her, born in the land that the Most High loved, the city that the Most High loved, Zion, the highest himself shall establish her. Verse 7.
Verse 7. As well the singers as the players on instruments shall be there. All my springs are in thee.
That's right, man. He say the singers. Most High like singing, man. He ain't no L7. Most High like singers. What you think? We the baddest singers in the world? Playing instruments like nobody can even imagine. He loves singers, man. He loves singing. As the players on instruments, man. He like instruments. He like that. Shall be there, gonna be in Zion, man. All my springs are in thee, he said. Psalm 97:11. Well, we're gonna rejoice with the Most High tonight, shoot. Psalm 97:11.
Psalms 97 and 11. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart.
That light is sown for the righteous. So what is the light? Proverbs 6:23. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in mind. You see? So that's why the Most High said in Ecclesiastes 2 and 4, whatsoever he give you, take cheerfully. You know, we're going to read that because it's very important, because a lot of people, that's spiritual. Because a lot of people walk around with attitude. And that's going to decrease your health eventually. I am proud be from the tribe of Issachar, the Mexican, the 12 tribe of Israel. Man, you still on here, Larry, Ray's, whoever you are? Your first statement is wrong, bro. I don't know who you learning from. I'll show you about your prideness, man. That's not something else. You need to eradicate that. Read where you at, up.
Proverbs 6:23.
This the light
For the
right here.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
You hear that?
And
go ahead.
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
That's right, man. The law is light. The law is light. Now, I just want to address Larry Ray's, whatever. I just see you come in my text. First thing you said, I am proud. So I want to deal with that. So, you know, one way or another, you can do how you want to do, but you know what the scripture says. Give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 10 and verse 7. So you know what the scripture says. I don't know who you under or who you listening to or whatever, but understand what the scriptures say right here. Read this. But you say, first thing you said, I am proud. Let's see if you're supposed to be proud or not. Read. He just said, Most just
Ecclesiasticus,
said he love a contrite spirit, a broken, a contrite spirit. That's humility. But read this.
Ecclesiasticus 10 and 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man.
You that? Pride is hateful before the Most High and man. Go ahead.
And by both doth one commit iniquity.
Yeah, man. That's sins. Jump down to verse 12. Listen at this. Just for you, read.
Verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
Man, it's real, man. The beginning of pride, man, is when one departed from the Most High. But I know you don't want to be that one. And the heart, we just find the heart as your thoughts, your mind is turned away from its maker, turned away from the Most High. You know, that's a worldly saying, but it's not something that you can follow because it's contrary to what we're reading right here. One more, read verse 13.
Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Most High brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly.
Right, man. That's just what the scripture says. I don't know if you still here or not. But just to say, first thing you say, I am proud. You know, man. Beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart, your mind is turned away from his maker, turned away from the Most High. It's not a good thing, man. Let's keep that in mind so you won't be saying that no more. Hopefully you won't. So I love this. You know, these songs, man, is real heavy. You think about it, David be going in about the Most High, man. Like, I think people need to really, really, you know, study the Psalms to see how David be singing about the Most High. These are songs that he's singing, you know. Read Psalm 97 and 1.
97 and 1. The Most High reigneth. Let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of the isles be glad thereof.
You know that? The Most High reigneth. The Most High reigneth. He set up over whomsoever he will. Tell you that in Daniel 4 and 7. And give it to whomsoever he will and set over it the bases of men, it says. The Most High reigneth in the kingdom of men. Let the earth rejoice, man. Supposed to be happy. Let the multitude of the isles be glad thereof. Read.
Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne.
You know, he said clouds and darkness. Darkness, he dwell in thick darkness around about him, man. And he's that light that's so bright that you can't even approach him. He said, righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. Righteousness, over and over again, we know that's the keeping of the Most High's commandments. Read. Listen what happens.
A fire goeth before him and burneth up his enemies round about.
You hear what he said? You hear what he said? A fire goeth before the Most High and burneth up his enemies round about. That's when he's coming back with fire. And his enemies, you want to know who his enemies are? Just go to Psalms 83rd chapter. He named nations as his enemies and the haters of the Most High. And the Mashiach Yahushua. Because he using the Mashiach Yahushua to come back and judge and make war. When he coming with the power of the Most High. Read.
His lightnings enlightened the world. The earth saw and trembled.
Hear that? His lightnings enlightens the world. You know, when that lightning comes, it just light up the whole world. And it'd be nighttime. That lightning comes true, it light up the whole world. The earth saw and trembled. You hear that? The earth saw and trembled. Scared. When you trembling, you scared. You know, that's why when people say the fear of the Most High don't mean to be afraid and be scared of him. Better understand. Give me 2 Ezra 8:21. Well, you think you ain't gotta be afraid or scared of the Most High? Read this. See if you're more powerful than the angels. Read that.
2 Esdras 8:21.
In the
Whose
Apocrypha.
throne,
This is in the Apocrypha. Go ahead.
whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the host of angels stand with trembling.
So the angels before the Most High standing with trembling. Now, how is it that we as mortal men, mortal women, don't have to fear the Most High? Don't think that it means to be afraid. What do you think that trembling mean? They're scared. They're scared. They're shaking. They're scared. Come on. That's what he's saying. His throne is inestimable, cannot be measured. But see, when people hear the real truth, or what this Bible really talking about, especially the Most High, yeah, because it ain't talking about you, you don't want to hear it. Y'all better learn of the Most High. He the only one going to deliver righteousness on this earth. He the one sending Mashiach Messiah, telling Mashiach Messiah to come on Mashiach Messiah, rise and go and judge and make war and set righteousness on this earth. He coming to judge in righteousness. Y'all know what that means? He coming to judge by the commandments and the laws of the Most High. That's going to be the judgment. Point blank. Psalm 97:6. Y'all better understand this, man. Verse 5.
Psalms 97:5. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Most High.
That's right.
At
Go
the
ahead.
presence of the Most High power of the whole earth.
You hear that? The hills melted. You hear that? The hills melted like wax. You know, you put fire to wax. That's how the Most High is, y'all. The hills melted at the presence of the Most High. He ain't did nothing. Just him showing up. Just him showing up. The hills gonna melt. That's what I'm talking about. At the presence of the Most High of the whole earth, man. Ain't nobody missing this, Reed.
The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory.
Oh, man, the heavens declare his righteousness. You keep hearing this. But see, if you're wicked, it's not something that's going to validate you in your actions of not doing what he say do, his laws, statutes, commandments. That's righteousness. You keep hearing it over and over again. You're going to see it in the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Apocrypha. It's always there. Keeping the commandments of the Most High, the laws of the Most High. Y'all been lied to, I'm telling you. When that judgment comes and the books are open, they're going to be like, hey, man, you ain't fear me. Or you did what I told you to do. Point blank. Read. This is all you Christian Saturday religious people that's in all these different organizations that you were involved in. Read.
Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods.
You hear that? That means confused. The all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Your religions are idols. Every last religion on this earth is dealing with idolatry. I'm going to say it again. Every religion on this earth No matter whether it's a Catholic, Baptist, Jehovah's Witness, you name it, Seventh-day Adventists, all of them. Church of Christ, Church of God and Jesus Christ, whatever, man. That are not dealing with the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, are dealing with idolatry. Y'all dealing with idols, graven images, man. And what church is crying up and having a fit about this cat? Huh? Y'all say he Middle Eastern. He middle of a direction of east, right? Nah. He's a brother that came on this earth and died for the 12 tribes of Israel. Point blank. It tell you that in Revelation 1:1 and Revelation 1:14 and 15. Had hair of wool and his feet like a fine brass as if it burned in a furnace. Come on, man. And y'all know it. You mean to tell me you preachers ain't never heard that before? And y'all y'all supposed to be religious leaders, and you ain't heard us teach this truth? Come on. I remember when I went to Tookie Williams' funeral, man. All the pastors, they was all lined up in the front of the church when we was going looking at viewing his body, and they gonna step out, tell me I'm doing a great job. Get out of here. That was way back then, man. They should be really on it. Because I told them in their face, you should be doing the same thing I'm doing, keeping our people out of this gross ignorance, man, gross darkness that they're in. You can do the same thing. I guess they figured I'm to the exaltation. I said, all praise to the Most High, period. I don't take no credit for nothing. That's what I'm saying. They was like wherever they at, wherever they think they at, but they knew of me. So if they knew of me way back then, how's it that they don't know now? If they don't know we dealing with this truth, you gonna tell me they don't know? They do know. That's why the Most High, we go back and look at this lesson. Give it to your pastor, your leader, whoever. Tell them, make it mean something different. I got a whole lesson on that. As far as, I already did, lessons on preachers and so forth, but this, that, and the third, whatever, complete lesson on just them. Because I want you to come out of that darkness, man. I want you to come out of that and really realize this is the truth, man. Because you are Israelite, man. You ain't know. I'm talking about my brothers as Israelites. These pork chop eating pastors, man. Stop eating that pork, man. You supposed to even touch a dead pig carcass. Most High said in Leviticus 11, 7, and 8, man. You better read it. Tell me you ain't under no law. That's why y'all got all these diseases, man. All the worms in your body, probably in your brain, everything. You can't think right because you ain't eating right. All that stuff. And how after church, you go down there, eat your hog balls and your greens, all that pork, man. Y'all be sweating like a dang pig on the stage and all that stuff, man. That's because you eating wrong. Y'all better understand, man. Most High gave us moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. And them dietary laws very important. He gonna kill you for eating pork. He gonna kill you for eating abomination that he says unclean. You can read it in Isaiah 66:15 down and tell you. You're gonna be consumed by the fire that he's coming with. Y'all know he's coming with fire. What you think? He put that rainbow in the sky to remind himself he ain't gonna flood it no more. That's why we got to rejoice, y'all, that we know what it is that we know. We've been called at least. Can't say we're the chosen because you got to endure to the end. The Mashiach going to do the choosing. Once he judge, when that judgment comes, he going to do the choosing, y'all. But we are called. When you look at what we do know and is dealing with the understanding that the Most High has given us in these last days, man, to depart from evil, which is not sinning, and knowing the laws of the Most High, man, I'll praise the Most High, man. I'll praise the Most High, man. I'm going to praise him. I'm going to be glad in the Most High, period. There it is, verse 8. Yeah. Right on time. Read that.
It's the book of Psalms 97 and 8. Zion heard and was glad, and the daughters of Judah rejoiced because of thy judgments, O Most High.
That's right, man. Zion heard, we hear the prophecies of the Most High, the things that's understood in this Bible that mostly everybody in the world don't understand. And the daughters of Judah rejoice because of thy judgments, O Most High. Read.
For thou, most high, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all gods.
That's right, man. For thou, Most High, are high above all the earth, man. Thou art exalted far above all these idols. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know who y'all talking about. And his name not Lord either. That goes all the way back to Baal. Gotta stop saying that. They put it in the Bible, so you be calling on their God. Baal. That's their God. It ain't our God. Not our power. And even God saying that is dog spelled backwards. You know, that's a Germanic word that the Europeans created around the 5th century AD. They took dog, and we call them dogs, and they took it and spelled it backwards and came up with the word God. Guras. You know, this is where it comes from. We didn't create those words. We ain't dealing with that. But they put it in here, so hey, what's the difference? Satan Claus or Santa Claus? Same thing. They play semantics with words. And you just fall for it. If they take scriptures out of the Bible, you think they didn't put things in the Bible? Where was you at in? You as an Israelite. Where were you at in 1801? Where were you at in 1733 AD? We as a people. Where was you at in 1675, 1680? Where were you at in 1492 on? Come on, when they came here, they had the Bible in their hand. And the indigenous people that was here, we the people that was here, they turned their back and they read the Bible. And they turned around and put us in captivity, slavery and bondage. People that's on this land right now was on the land. It's our land. And they read the Bible back. They read the Bible to us with their back turned. They turned around the missionaries and so forth. What they do? Took us, put us on the ships, settled us somewhere and sold us, man. So let's go all the way back then. They had the Bible then. So you look at all them years they had the Bible to do whatever they wanted to do with it because we broke the laws of the Most High. And he gave us, he said in Ezekiel 7:24, he's going to give us to the worst of the heathen. You know? That was already prophesied what's going to happen. It's our fault because we didn't follow the commandments of the Most High. But behind what the wicked done, the righteous had to go into captivity, slave, and bondage too. Get that in Ezekiel 21:1. Now, so you know. Because a lot of y'all think because you see the people that are coming amongst us and they learning whatever we learning, that there's no judgment for them. No. That's why I like to compare what the Most High done to his chosen people, what he's going to do to other nations in their judgment. They have not been judged. We've been judged as the Israelites. The other nations have not been judged. Point blank. What does it say?
Ezekiel 21:1. And the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel.
Against where?
Against the land of Israel.
So it's not talking to the land, it's talking about the people that's in the land. That's us as the Israelites. He's talking to us, we the Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel. Read what he say.
And say to the land of Israel, Thus saith the Most High, Behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked.
You hear that? That's very key. He said, going to cut off from the land of Israel, his chosen people, the Israelites, the righteous and the wicked, behind what the wicked done. You hear that? That's the judgment of the Most High that he put upon us, the righteous and the wicked. Read.
Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, Therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north.
So we in the land of Israel, living in the land of Israel, he cut off from the land of Israel where we come from, the true land of Israel, the south, from the south to the north, man. All flesh of the Israelites were cut off, going into captivity, slavery, and bondage. Because we broke the laws of the Most High. We broke the commandments of the Most High. To hear somebody say that we not under the commandments, and I know all throughout the Bible, he's talking about, come back to me. Come back to me. Do what I say do. Pleading with us to the point where we made him cry. But you say you love him and say you ain't got to do what he say do. Yes, so you praying to someone that you saying you ain't got to do what you say do, but you got to give me what I don't deserve to get. That's grace. Think about that. I'm trying to get you to think. Come out of this deep, gross darkness, man. Gross ignorance, man. Come on. Some of y'all got to wake up. We here to wake you up, man. Y'all better come out of that gross darkness, y'all in gross ignorance. You saying, sin then I will cut off from thee who? The righteous and the wicked. Behind what the wicked done. Read.
That all flesh may know that I, the Most High, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return any more.
That's right, man. That everybody know that the Most High drew forth his sword out of his sheath, man. So it shall not return anymore. So that's what he did to us, the children of Israel. So what do you think he's going to do to the ones that's not his people? And dealing with idolatry and all kind of gods and all kind of idols and so forth. Y'all got it coming too, man. Y'all not been judged. You're going to be judged, though. Like we were, so are you. Now, give me Zion for the children of Israel, Isaiah 51 and 16, I believe. So that's the land. He took us out of the land, the righteous and the wicked. Out of his land that he loved that we done seen as Zion, Isaiah 51:16. This is Zion. Like you read Zion, it could be talking about Mount Zion, the land, or it's talking about Zion, the people. This is where it's at right here. That's why you got to know the difference.
Isaiah 51:16. And I put my words in thy mouth, and I've covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people.
That's right. See? Saying to Zion, what?
Thou art my people.
Thou art my people. Thou art what? And who? My people. Thou art my people. Let me see. That's right, man. So who's my people? 2 Samuel 7 and 10. Who's my people? 2 Samuel 7 and 10.
In Samuel 7 and 10.
Listen at the Most High talk. What did he say?
Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel.
There it is. My people, who? Israel.
Israel.
Come. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel. That's why we got to rejoice in the Most High. Go ahead.
And will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own and move no more.
That sounds great to me. He said he gonna plant us and say that they may dwell in a place of their own. What place do we have right now that we can say is our own? We don't have no place that we can say is our own. But we're gonna have a place that the Most High gonna plant us in. And we're gonna dwell in this place of our own and move no more. You hear that? And move no more. Read.
Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time.
You hear that? He said, neither shall the children of wickedness, these people that have oppressed us over and over and over again, beyond the call of duty, afflict them anymore as before time, like what we dealing with in this present time. And before this time, until the end, they're going to be still doing it. Because it tells you in Revelation 12 and 12, the devil knows God a short time coming down with much wrath. Verse 17 tells you he's coming down on those that keep the commandments of the Most High and have a testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. Is that these religious institutions? Are they keeping the moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, telling people to repent and come back to the Most High's commandments, come back to the Most High's laws? Who's doing that? Who's talking about that? Are we the only ones, the Israelites? We the only ones. That's why we know they're talking about us. Point blank. That's why we have to have a relationship with the Most High. We got to praise the Most High. We got to do what he say do. Or you're going to be crispy. You're going to be really crisp insanity. Because you're going to say, oh, I was crazy. I didn't listen. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, y'all. This is the time to get it together now while you're in these mortal bodies. This is real, y'all. He said, moreover, read that again. I love the scripture. Read that again. Yeah.
2 Samuel 7 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel and will plant them that they may dwell in a place of their own.
That's right.
And move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time.
That's right, man. That's what the Most High said he gonna do. He gonna plant us in this place, man. Psalm Isaiah 60 and 21. The Most High gonna plant us, and don't worry about no man telling us, hey, we need to come here, come there, wherever. The Most High, it ain't the Most High. It ain't tell you in Deuteronomy 28, 29, ain't no man gonna save us. No man shall save you. Understand this. It's the Most High. Power Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob gonna save us, man. Mashiach don't even know when he come back to judge and make war. Only the Most High know. If he the only one that knows, he the one that's gonna have a Mashiach judge as he would judge for the Most High, who you think need to be tapped into? Somebody that's not even talked about. That is the Most High. Power Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not enough, I know that. Read.
Isaiah 60 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified.
There it is, man. He gonna plant us in our land, man. The work of the Most High's hands, that he may be glorified. So you got to jump start and glorifying and praising the Most High before he do this. Because he's not going to be accepted until he put a Mashiach's enemies under his footstool. And the Mashiach rule for 1,000 years. And by the time all you nations, including the remnant of the 12 tribes of Israel, understand what it is that beforehand, I'm giving you heads up beforehand to see what it's going to take and what's really valid spiritually in honoring and praising the Most High and doing what he say do. He said he ain't going to be accepted until then. Then he going to be accepted and he going to be all in all. So if he going to be all in all in the future and he not all in all now, you don't think you need to be trying to make him all in all? That's what this is all about. Or prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove that it ain't about him. And it's about you or some other people, whatever. Even on my side, he going to be subject to the Most High. And the Most High gonna be all in all. That's what this is all about. When it comes down to it. So I say all praise to the Most High. For real.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. Shoot.
All praise to the Most High.
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 And we're gonna keep on praising him. Y'all better learn to praise the Most High, man. For real. That's what it's all about. Or prove me wrong. If you think it's not, prove me wrong. For real, man. This is serious, man. That's why we need to rejoice, man. He say he gonna place us in our land, man. He say we ain't moving no more. You hear that? No more. Ain't nobody gonna ever move us out of our land again. I love it. Neither shall the children of the wicked afflict us anymore as before time. As the times that we're living in now, it ain't gonna happen no more again. Everybody gonna be afraid of the Most High. Y'all think fear the Most High don't mean to be afraid, to be scared of him? All you nations, you gonna understand, man. After he bring forth the judgment on this earth, to set righteousness on this earth, what y'all gonna be doing? Zechariah 8:21. What y'all gonna be doing? Start at 22. Zechariah 8:22 and 23. Let's read that. Then what y'all gonna be doing? It's written. I mean, the past, the present, the future are all written here. What they gonna be doing? Read this. Zechariah 8:22 and 23.
Zechariah 8:22. Yeah, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Most High power of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before the Most High.
You hear that? Yeah, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Most High power of army of angels in Jerusalem, in the kingdom, y'all, and to pray before the Most High. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Most High power of hosts. In those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you.
You hear that? That's 10 men shall take hold of our fringes in our skirts. They're going to take hold of them, grabbing them. Just like that woman that had that issue of blood for 12 years. In her faith, she said, all I need to do is touch the hem of his garment, or my side garment. I'll be healed. And he felt virtue come from him when she touched his fringes with a ribbon of blue on it, right? He felt virtue come from him. You know why? Because that was her faith. People would do things when he was on the earth. He would say, strong as your faith, man. That's the faith. She said it, she believed it, and she did it, and it happened. That's how faith works. You can't doubt. Straight up. You hear what it said? 10 men out of all the nations, because all y'all speak different languages. Most guys made you speak different languages when y'all was building that Tower of Babel. Came down and confounded all the languages. So you got all these nations that speak all these languages. Y'all got all these different languages, letting you know these other nations outside from the 12 tribes of Israel. They're going to take hold of the skirt of him that is the Jew, saying, we will go with you, but we have heard that the Most High is with you. Because ain't no more Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, no police, ain't no Congress, ain't no president, ain't none, no king, ain't nothing except for what it is that the Most High has set up, that's written in the scriptures, the kingdom of heaven, which we are the children of Israel, and he gonna rule over the whole earth because it's his anyway. You know, it's amazing how I see them, you know, doing things and building things underground and all this stuff. But Mashiach made all that through the power of the Most High. Come on, top angel of the Most High. You think he don't know where you at? If we see it on the internet, what you think? You hiding? It's amazing to me, but it's all great because You got to do what we say do. And that's what the Most High says you got to do. Proverbs 29:6. Y'all got to learn what we teach you. Straight up. You got an opportunity to be in the kingdom. Not in the same position. You know. Read.
Verse 29:6. In the transgression of an evil man, there is a snare, but the righteous doth sing and rejoice.
See that? In the transgression of an evil man. And when you look at Proverbs 16:4, read that. In the transgression, the sins of an evil man, there is a snare, there's a trap. And Most High set that trap up for you. Read.
Proverbs 16:4. The Most High have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
There it is, man. Most High made everything for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of what?
Evil.
Of evil, man. He made the wicked for the day of evil. How about that? That's why it says, man, what it says. In the transgression, the sins of an evil man, there is a snare. There is a trap. You see, that's why the Most High is long-suffering. But he, believe me, he's looking at everything. He see everything. Because his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, even the secret parts. It tells us this. So we know this. He done told us this. So that's why when you look at his eyes being 10,000 times brighter than the sun, come on, we can't even look at one sun. Think, y'all. Think. You got 9,999 more suns to even compare the Most High's eyes. We can't even look at the sun. We got 9,999 more suns to deal with, to think about the Most High's eyes, the way what he sees. Man, he said the heavens can't contain him, man. Say earth is my footstool. That's his heel sitting on the whole earth. How y'all talk about the Most High, man? Y'all better understand, man. Oh, man. Give me Proverbs 29:2.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Hear that? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That's why I say the kingdom, you should be trying to work as hard as you can to learn what we're teaching, or at least ask questions pertaining to what can you do to make it to the kingdom, instead of listening to people saying you're going to be there and we all going to be the same. We ain't going to be the same. Nobody can prove that. Everybody not going to be the same. Because if he get one way I can show you, get Lamentations 4:22 and tell your leaders to break this down. They think we all going to be the same. No, listen, read that. We ain't going to be the same.
Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Hear that? You can rejoice on this, y'all. He said the punishment of us breaking the law, statute, commandments of the Most High is what?
Accomplished.
It's accomplished, man. It's finished, he's saying. He said he's no more going to carry us away into captivity. Who said it? The Most High told us this. He telling you. If you ain't never heard it, you hearing it. What he's going to do? Read on.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
That's right, man. That's future prophecy. He will visit the iniquities, the sins of the Edomites. Therefore, letting you know, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, it's all here. It's just Hey, everybody been lied to. So you got to make it mean something different. Because it tell you he going to visit their iniquity. If we ain't going to captivity no more, and we in captivity now, if we ain't going to captivity no more, we're going to be out of captivity. He's going to visit the sins of the Edomites. Because what it says in 2 Ezra 6 and 9.
Second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Here it is, man. Esau is the end of the world, meaning Esau to be ruling during the end of the world. That's why he's going to visit the sins of the Edomites. Why? One reason I know for sure, because who had our Bible? Who is it that published our Bibles? Who makes the monies for the Bibles? Who had the opportunity to put whatever they want to put in there and take whatever they want to take out and have these other Bibles, new NIV and the New World Translation and all these other Bibles, and take scriptures out and put things in there that makes no sense at all. Even little children can see that, hey, that don't make no sense, like Deuteronomy 28:68. Do I have one there? I mean, it's crazy. We're going to offer ourselves up for slave men and slave women, and nobody going to buy us. Come on, man. Think about that. That's what the other Bible's saying in Deuteronomy 28:68, man. Come on, man. I read that for some children in Watts. Yeah, Watts, California. A lot of them. And they laughed at that. They said that don't make no sense. They laughed. That don't make no sense. We're going to offer ourselves up to be slaves and ain't nobody going to buy us. Come on. Come on. That's why I say suffer little children, man. Proverbs 28 and 14. Y'all better hear this.
Salaki, I got about 1 more minute.
Okay. Proverbs 28 and 14. Well, I'm going to shut it down anyway. It's that time.
Proverbs 28:14. Happy is the man that feareth always, but he that hardeneth his heart shall fall into mischief.
That happy is the man that feareth always. He ain't talking about no fear of the Most High. Happy, excuse me, of anything outside, Salakia, Most High, anything outside from the fear of the Most High. Happy is the man that feareth always. Fear the Most High always. But he that harden his heart, you harden your mind, shall fall into mischief. Get that in Timothy 1 and 7. Because he let you know, man, when you in the spirit, this is how you roll, man. That's why I'm showing you that it's only talking about the fear of the Most High, as we've been talking about, pretty much this whole lesson. When you understand that. But if you don't understand, hey, that's on you. 2 Timothy 1 and 7.
2 Timothy 1 and 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Listen at this closely. For the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, man. I always say we're supposed to fear him. Always. He has not given us the spirit of fear. So he talk about fearing anything outside from him, but of power. That power is spiritual power. And you get the spiritual power, he said, and of love. What's love? 2 John 6. And when you have this love, then you can have a sound mind. But what's that love? Let's read it.
Second John 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is his commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it.
That's right, man. This is love. What is love? That we walk after his commandments, Joe. That's love. And when you walk after his commandments, then you can have a what? Sound mind. In the eyes of the Most High, the Mashiach ever say. Other than that, hey, you're just going through the motions, man. Straight up. So now, since it is the new moon, we're going to go to Psalms 81 and 1. If you got to leave, it's okay. I'm going to read this. It says, you got to go? Because I'm just about finished. I just want to go through a scripture pertaining to the new moon. The new month.
Okay, yeah, I can read these. I can
Okay,
read these.
just read this and we're going to be out.
Psalms 81 and 1.
Yes.
Stop. Sing aloud unto the Most High our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the power of Jacob.
Hear that? It says, sing aloud unto the most high power of our strength, man. He our strength. When we exalt the most high, man, and do what he say do. Say, make a joyful noise unto the most high power of Jacob, the most high power of Israel, the most high power of the Israelites, most high power of the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Read.
Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery.
That's right, man. Bring some music to the Most High, he's saying. Go ahead.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
When?
And blow up the trumpet in the new
They
moon.
blow up the trumpet in the new moon. That's what we looking at. The first day of our month. Read.
In the time appointed on our solemn feast day.
This is our solemn feast day. When was it established? When did the Most High establish this? Read.
For this was a statute for Israel and a law of the power of Jacob.
Hear that? This is a statute for the Israelites. And a law, it's a law of the Most High power of Jacob. Read.
This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not.
Hear that? This he ordained in Joseph. Remember, Joseph was in Egypt before, we as a family came into Egypt. When he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. You tell something? Most I say he heard a language in Egypt that he don't understand, man. That's how much he care about these other nations, man. Straight up. And y'all give a like, if you don't mind, a like and share and hit the hype button if you can, so get more algorithms so people can come in here and see that we got to look at, praising the Most High more than ever, exalting the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, and bringing forth this truth, man. I hope that was edifying to everyone. We can ready to feast and have a good time for this feast of the new month. And all praise to the Most High. And with that, I say, Krum Most High, Krum Mashiach Yahushua, and Krum Yasharala. And Tawada for joining me. And join me tomorrow evening, the same time, right here on the same station with Priest Wam or, Shidduch Wisdom Israelites, and I'll see you there. And Tawada for being here, everyone. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Shalom.